Alright, Shalom. Want to give all honors and glories and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of earth. Also, shout out to you Israelite foreigners, especially the ones that just getting in this truth. Because all of us that's in this truth, we're risking our lives and freedoms more so than ever. And today what we're going to talk about, one more thing, shout out to a few Aqua women that are watching and learning these scriptures. You know, shout out to y'all also. But also, we're breaking out something real serious. And we're bringing out scriptures that's talking about basically the coronavirus and everything that's going to come with it. Okay? What was it? Kim Jong, what's his name?
Kim Jong-un.
Said that if the virus come over there, he's going to start war or whatever he said.
Well, let me grab the article.
But hey, you know what? Give all honors, go and pray to see how about Shimmy on Shabbat bringing out these, bringing out what he doing, man.
That's right.
Hey, this place gotta go, man. Come.
Word. Just visiting the earth every day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're seeing all these things coming into fruition. The Lord is showing Himself, right? Before he shows Himself physically, He's showing Himself spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to where the whole world is going to know and understand. Okay, it's a power, it's a force behind all this. All right,
That's
and
right.
that power, all right, is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The Lord is about to show His glory in front of the whole world. You know.
Mm-hmm.
This is the article what brothers just talking about. Kim warns of serious consequences if the virus spread to North Korea. North Korean leader calls for stronger effort to guard against the new coronavirus outbreak that has spread globally. And it's just a matter of time before it gets there. Unless only way he can stop it from getting there if he stop receiving goods from the outside his country, or he stop letting his people freely roam outside of his borders. That's the only way that he can stop this virus from entering his gates of his city. But something's still going to happen to him, even if this pestilence don't get him. The scriptures say that those that escape from the hunger and the famine, the sword will slay them. So you ain't escaping from anything. The Most High is still gonna put His hands on you.
That's right. And the Lord, He gonna put His hands on who He want to put on. Ain't no stopping it. You know, brother, can you get to that scripture right quick? But the Lord shall no longer, all this time. Because we're at the time, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he's not gonna hide Himself or His prophets anymore. He's not gonna hide His tongue anymore. Because He's sick of all this shit that's going on. Whether it's 2/3 Jake or these heathens. He's tired of all this bullshit.
This is Psalms 83:1. Keep not silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. And all these nations hate the Most High, Yahweh and His Son Yahushai.
That's right.
They a lot of them say that they love God. They call Him God, but they don't call Him by His name. They say they love Jesus, but they don't call Him by His real name.
And that's not His name neither.
God.
It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and have consulted against thy hidden ones. And His people are the so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Afro-Americans, and the so-called Israelite foreigners that scattered abroad in the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
And every one of y'all nations, y'all got Israelites in y'all borders captive. For the tabernacles of Edom, no, they have consulted. And they said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And they give us slang words and bywords. And everywhere we stay, regardless of where we stay at, we stay in the slums of these nations. and they have consulted one together in one consent, and they have confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, the tabernacle of Ishmael of Moab, and the Hagarenes, and Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre, and Ashur, and also joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, and unto them, the children of Lot, these are the so-called Chinese, the so-called Japanese, and the other Asian motherfuckers that's out there.
Because right now you're paying for this. What you did to Jake. I remember back, what was it, 91, even before the Rodney King beating, there was a Jake, from Southern Kingdom, went to one of them Korean stores in LA or whatever, and so like, I forgot what the argument was about, but the it was either Ammonite or a Moabite. Either way, she a fucking heathen. She blew the kid back in her fucking head, man.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta pay for that shit, man.
Yeah,
A little bit more.
That's it.
No, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. That's the point on
Kinda.
that one right there.
So right now, we about to say something?
But all these nations that confederate against the children of Israel, all y'all
Come.
ganged up one another and it took us down.
Come.
So and all y'all got our people in y'all lands right now.
Come.
And y'all act like y'all don't know it, but y'all know it.
Right.
It's a reason why the so-called Afro-Americans, so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, it's some reason why we can't get a piece of the American dream. It's some reason why the so-called Afro, whatever they call it over there in London or wherever they at, there's some reason why they live in the slums. Some reason why they can't get up out of the slums. They curse inside them places.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, come
Go
with it,
ahead,
bro.
Okay, Kai. This is gonna be the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 25, and it reads, "Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate." All right, so like the brother say, no matter where we're at, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, a habitation is where you dwell at. All right, so either if you Negroes are ushered into the ghettos, the Latinos are ushered into the favelas and the barrios, and the Native Americans are ushered into the reservation.
God, because if we wasn't the so-called tribes, why you separate us like crazy? It's a reason for that, because we're the 12 tribes of Israel. Because they got I take an example here, like in the Detroit area. Like you got Mexican town over there, they not really messing with Southern Kingdom like that. Just like over here, you got Southern Kingdom and you got Northern Kingdom up there. Don't really mess with Issachar or some of the other tribes. That's because you Edomites did that. But brother, you wanted to bring out something?
Yeah. Just dealing with these players and everything else.
Okay.
Coming in off. This is Ezekiel 14 and 21. It says, "For thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh power, how much more when I send my 4 sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast." Now we know this happened once before, but hey, these things are, it's basically, it's coming around again, it's coming around again, because as the scriptures say, things that are written aforetime are written for our learning.
That's right, bro.
So things that we read in the scriptures, Old or New Testament, all right, it's basically set up to build our spirit up,
That's right.
so that we'll be, you still gonna, kind of freak out, because, things that's about to happen ain't happening in this magnitude before. You know what I'm saying? But at least we have the scriptures to be forewarned and have that comfort in when shit hit the fan, we in the know. We in
right.
the loop.
Kind.
We can have peace of mind. Say, oh well, the Lord said this was gonna happen. That was gonna happen. He said the pestilence was gonna come. He said, great famine was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So in that, we'll have that comfort. But all these people that's round about, they gonna lose their shit. They gonna lose their mind. You know, because basically the Lord is making things uncomfortable. You know, Jaden got used to this American lifestyle to where he can just, you know, everything is at his fingertips. You know, and shit, you ain't even gotta go outside the house and shop if you want. So you can it's like Kroger or Meijer, this and that. You can just go on your phone and, you know, pick groceries from somebody or send it to your house. So all that laid back, you know, that's a basic spirit. Like the Lord is stirring that up.
Oh shit.
You know, he's stirring it up to where Jake is gonna be uncomfortable and he's gonna have to make a decision. You're either gonna choose the Lord or hey, you're gonna
That's right.
destroy it here in America. Period, point blank, you know.
I got a precept, Matthew's chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in devouring places. And the reason why I read that, because like with what's happening in China, with all these goods going everywhere, and with spreading extra diseases, there's gonna come a time where they're just gonna say, fuck that, y'all can't bring nothing here no more. And what's gonna happen? People gonna go crazy. Another thing that's gonna happen, like other neighboring countries, like if one person got these goods and this country got less, they gonna fight against them. You know?
Right. Trying to get their goods. Huh?
Like somebody got a whole field of clean vegetables and water and they got nothing. What you think gonna happen?
Oh shit.
Precept, I got that.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
I got that.
What are you
Precept.
doing?
What's
Say
gonna
it.
happen? Yeah, God.
Right.
You know, hey, that's the bread and butter scripture right here. You know, 2nd Ezra 15.
Yeah.
And 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite the Egyptian with plague as before, and will destroy the land thereof. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. And they that till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blasting and the hail. And with fearful constellation, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction is nigh. For one people shall stand and fight against the other, and swords in their hand, the modern day pistol, the modern day gun. And they're gonna be going in people's houses. If you're a so-called hoarder trying to hoard goods, right now, going to Costco or what's the other one? Sam's Club, buying bulk stuff. and you know these niggas be watching you. You know, hey, come on, man. You know niggas watching you. Even if you don't see niggas outside, they looking through their windows, looking at you, bringing all that shit in your
That's
house.
why I gotta do it at nighttime.
God. You know, that's how we used to do it during the nighttime, bringing your valuables in at
Yeah,
night.
like if you buy a big screen TV, just wait till nighttime
God.
and bring that boy in the house.
God.
Right, kind.
Could I? Oh, sorry.
No, you have more on that?
Kind. Woe to the world and them that dwell
Continue
in. For the sword and destruction nigh. I just read that. No. For the sword and destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be the sedition of men, invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Hold on, 19 too.
God.
Read it down there.
Kind. If you want to break it down, you can break it down, brother.
Okay, yeah. So it said there should be sedition among men, meaning going against the government. You know what I'm saying? Saying, you know what? The mayor and the governor. We're gonna do what we're going to do.
Right.
But the point is in 19 when the brother, what do I say? If somebody got a field of this and that, or fresh water and
vegetables.
Yeah, in 19 that's gonna be that. That's it. When you get to 19.
What's the point?
You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere because you're gonna be stuck in between this certain places. Because you ain't gonna be able to like the brother stay right now on the other side of town. I ain't gonna be able to leave my place where I live at,
Right.
and go all the way across the city
Okay.
to go where he at, because part of the city gonna be stationed off and cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And if I try to get over there, I might be, I might not even make it across the freeway. Matter of fact, because not even probably cross Gratiot, because by the time I step 1 foot on Gratiot, I'll probably be full of bullet holes. A man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able, because of the pride of the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and men shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods,
See,
because of the lack of the bread and the great tribulation.
spoil their goods. Like the brother said, what you think they're gonna do? If you got this crop and fresh water, they're gonna spoil it. They're gonna take it. That's all I had to say.
And not only that, they're gonna, if you got daughters and
yeah.
your wife, they're gonna spoil
Right
her.
back.
They're gonna ravish her and ravish your daughters too. And don't let it be a sissy boy around them. They might ravish you too.
Man, but
You
see,
know,
he might like that, son.
You know,
The sissy boy.
you know, hey.
God, because also this is the same time of Jacob's trouble, because you 2/3, you got to get a taste of your medicine. You know, like all the times we out there on the highways and byways, risking our lives and freedom, and then y'all want to buck against what we saying or what the Lord saying in the scriptures. You about to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But got that scripture out?
Yep. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
God, and also too, you know, y'all gonna get that coronavirus. And the other big disease that's out here that they're not speaking too much is that bird flu.
Yeah, that's back on the low.
Yeah.
But Kashal, can I skip down a little bit?
What you got?
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 57. Thy children shall die of the hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword, and thy city shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field, and that they be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. So, hey man, you're gonna be like them Ethiopian people. You know how to feed the children is.
Okay.
You know, your bones.
Oh, we remember that back in the 80s.
Oh, man.
Your insides gonna be touching your insides.
That's where that song come from. We Are the World. They was talking about them, you know, Ethiopians. Now it could be some Jacob among them. I don't know. But they did get that punishment of not being fed.
If you was a chubby motherfucker, you gonna quickly develop a motherfucking 12-pack then.
12. That's 6. 12.
Hey, you might develop a 28-pack. You gonna be thin, brother. In them days.
Right.
You gonna be like the old cartoons. You know how the cartoons used to be? Motherfuckers used to eat the sole of their boots and grab their belt and tighten up their waist.
I seen I seen the documentary. It was a famine in Russia years ago, and they were boiling their leather boots and eating it. Eating their boots. So like you said, yeah, that's true.
Okay. So point is coming to a time to where you're gonna have to be reduced to extreme measures. You're gonna do things that you ain't imagine yourself doing. You know. Hey, and this is all coming from the Lord. The Lord's gonna let you know He's the one that's sending these plagues. He's sending these calamities. You know, because why? The Lord is judging the earth.
That's right.
Right. The Lord is a just power. The Lord isn't just gonna let just wickedness just flourish and shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord ain't like that. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is God judging. Right? He'll let you go along, you know, for a little while, but hey, Esau's wickedness, the whole earth wickedness is reached up to the heavens to the point that Lord, He has to do something. You know.
And you don't mind me saying, He's about balance. He's about a just weight. You know, and right now, the balance been tipped in your favor, but soon the balance gonna be tipped towards our favor.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna stay that way forever and ever.
That's right.
That's right.
We're in that transition time right now. Right? That's where all this shit is taking place.
Right.
The Lord is just he's just slowly but surely sliding Esau's authority, all right, and he's transferring it unto Jacob, ultimately to
next,
the
brother.
elect. This is 2 Chronicles 21 and start at 14. It says, "Behold, with a great plague will the Lord smite thy people and thy children and thy wives and all thy goods, and thou shalt have great sickness by disease of thy bowels, until thy bowels fall out by reason of the sickness day by day." So once again, just reading occurrences to where instances like this took place, but hey, the Lord he's stirring all these things back up. Like Jake, Jake that's just off in La La Land, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not just gonna just let you continue to do what you want to do. Right? The Lord gave us laws. All right, He gave us commandments that we're supposed to abide by. But you got a great majority of our people that want to turn against the Lord. So because of that, that's why the Lord is coming with all these different calamities and diseases.
That's right.
To sit you niggas down. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, y'all niggas, you gotta learn the hard way. The Lord, He's had the compassion and the mercy by sending His men for it. But since you scoff against the men that's bringing the truth, then okay, the Lord is gonna step in, by way of the angels and everything.
That's right. You got something, brother?
Precept. I got a precept, emergency precept right quick.
All right, go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 9:9. "For when they shall be a pitiful case, which have abused my way, and that they that have cast them away spitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received the benefits and have not known me, you 2/3, and they that have loathed my law, you 2/3 again, while you had yet liberty, when it was yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain."
That's right.
Hey, the Most High is going to destroy you 2/3. Because if brother Brahim tell you not to eat pork, you will not eat pork. But if the men of the Lord tell you not to eat pork, you like, nigga, I still gotta eat my pork. Nigga be talking like this with that pork in their hand and eating this shit. Fuck. The Most High gonna destroy you for eating that pork.
That's right.
He gonna destroy you from the inside out.
God.
That's beautiful.
Go ahead,
It's
bro.
flowing. I ain't bragging. That's the spirit, because along the lines of what you brothers bringing out, this is Book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 11. "And the Lord Yahweh shall utter His voice before His army, for His camp is very great. For He is strong that executeth His word. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide by it?" So yeah, we always bring out these scriptures on the day of the Lord, but continuing on in verse 12, it's still talking about what these brothers talking about, because right now it's the time to turn back to the Lord.
That's right.
Verse 12, "Therefore also now saith the Lord Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart," meaning your mind, all right? "And with fasting and with weeping and with mourning," all right? "And rent your heart and not your garments," all right? Rent your mind, meaning tear all the BS away and, follow the Lord. "And turn unto the Lord Yahweh your power, for He is gracious and merciful." And He's showing 2/3 mercy. "Also slow to anger and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil." That's it.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up right quick, and then you finish it off. Amos chapter 3:7. "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but He revealing His secrets unto His servants, the prophets." And we the only ones got the secrets. Y'all be looking at these Edomites, these devils, thinking they got the world answers, and they don't know shit from their asshole. Okay? Them motherfuckers still think the earth is flat.
God, they don't even want to listen to us because we ain't well spoken or rich men. You know, if we was rich men like Clifford Dollar or Joe Osteen, they would listen.
Mm-hmm. And we ain't bringing out sweet Jesus.
You know, we ain't bringing out that white lily
faggot
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, Caesarea Borgia. We ain't bringing that guy out.
And who need him? And that means there's more room on the chariot for us.
That's right.
Lord willing.
Right, when you kick your feet.
Right, yeah.
You know
Oh well, don't listen.
God, hey, we're glad Yahweh did it this way.
That's right.
Because we just like the Most High. We hate everything the Most High hate.
That's right.
And the
That's
Most
right.
High hate you 2/3.
That's
We
the
hate you
scriptures
too.
They say that. Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Finish it off, Pop.
Let's see. This is I'll tell you what.
In fact, that was David talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Your songs.
God.
Listen,
Counts them as his enemies.
This virus, as their certain news feeds, they said. Well, I think they said that they're expecting like it's not a matter of what they say that. Now, how do you say it?
It comes.
If it's just like
it's just when.
I think they gave the numbers on like I think it was like 70% of the population or something like that. They're forecasted or whatnot. Which shit, that's the majority going into Georgia Guidestones. You know.
I think I saw one article where it says already like 100 people here in Michigan that got the coronavirus here. And they under self-quarantine, you know. How can you
They still dangerous.
How the fuck can you self-quarantine somebody when they can still go out and shop at the malls or go to the grocery store or go to a fucking church? You know, come on.
Yeah, they have the decision to leave when they want to because it's self-quarantine. They're not being enforced.
And I just saw an article where they released this guy from quarantine, and they did a Fox News cast with him, and that motherfucker was talking. He was and he called us right in front of him. I'd be like, get me away from this motherfucker. Hey, I'm the cameraman. Fuck this. Get me away from this motherfucker. Y'all can turn the camera off from the booth. I ain't gotta be here.
Okay, we about to wrap this up.
This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword would the Lord plead with all flesh. And that word plead, when you're going into it, is dealing with judgment. It's also going into avenging, because in one breath he's avenging, all right, the elect, but at the same time, that same aspect, he's judging, all right, the heathen nations is what is 2/3 of our people, all right, and it says, by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So the Lord, has multiple ways, all right, of killing off Jake, all right, because that's the Lord's. This is the will of the Lord, man. You see, a lot of people that's caught up in these religions and different philosophies that they think like the Lord is just all good. He can't.
Religion, religion is witchcraft.
That it is.
I mean, in my spirit as a little boy, I just felt like all that shit was just demonic anyway.
Yeah.
And the scriptures back that up.
You know, we ain't going off with that.
You gotta make it quick, guy.
Oh, it's a quick one. It's a nice, quick scripture. It's one of my favorites from 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Sin is the righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And all y'all troubled us. From the 2/3 all the way to the heathens to the motherfucking wicked. Every last one of y'all motherfuckers, it's going to be a righteous thing for us to see the Most High put tribulation on y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be happy to see this shit. You know, to see the Most High put judgment on you. And you that are troubled, rest with us. Because it's going to be our time to rest.
That's right.
you know, we're gonna be resting during these times when the Most High is bringing hell upon you and these other nations.
All right.
When Yahweh Bashim Yahshai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. So you know, when Yahweh Shai returns, it's ass out. It's a wrap for you.
Right. So with that, want to give all honors and glory praise due to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Kakadash. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, so the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. Shalom and above.
Above, shalom.
Kwam Bakiam.
Come back here.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That one I'm trying to.